Hello and welcome to Tech Tuesday. My name is Abby Ritchie and I am the host of Tech Tuesday. You can find me here every Tuesday interviewing people who are affecting and changing the lives in senior living. And I'm so glad that you're here today. Before I introduce my special guest, I want to go ahead and run our special intro. Well, I want to go ahead and welcome my special guest, Keon Sanei, to the show. Welcome, Keon. Keon is from Independent. Welcome to Tech Tuesday.
Thank you, Abby. It's so nice to be with you.
Yeah, likewise. We've been in contact on and off for the past 2 years, and I think we've talked, about the TV and about how so many older adults are just really comfortable using the TV. It's like besides the bed, the largest surface area in someone's room, right?
That's a great way to put it. I never put it that way, but you're right.
It is. And it's also taking up a huge amount of real estate in someone's home. And the technology is there. And I know a lot of my students, a lot of my clients are so comfortable navigating and using that great, big, great screen TV. And so anytime we can help them use something they're already comfortable with and are already adopting, to integrate other aspects of technology. This is really where the beauty of Independent comes in. So pick it up from there and tell us about Independent and how you got involved and what Independent does to help this type of technology adoption.
Thanks, Abby. Yes, so we're a 13-plus-year-old company, always around helping older adults stay at their residence of choice longer, safer, more comfortably. And the idea is we want to delay or even eliminate the next episode or hopefully the entire stage of care. And that's typically in whatever stage of senior living you're in, or also if you're in your home and whether you're with home care or not. And we actually had the world's first tablet to do that. And we were excited about it. And we found out that really the larger screen, like you said, the comfortable reception of content, the ability to not have to worry about passwords and virus scans and software updates and all of that made a big difference to be on this big format screen, the familiar screen. And over the years, we ended up partnering with LG. So we integrated on their LG commercial TVs, which we've been partners with those folks for a number of years now. And beginning of this year in January at CES, we launched with LG Consumer worldwide as the healthcare hub on the LG TVs. And that platform is called the Independent Health Hub. So with it, you get 24/7 doctor, dentist, mental health. We're adding veterinarian support. You get content from folks like WebMD and Spiro 100 and Coro Health for exercises and health videos and faith-based videos, music therapy, and a whole bunch of other things. We're adding in-home lab tests, et cetera. So there's a lot more to come, and there's already a lot there. We have games.
Now, I have a video queued up here that I want to go ahead and show our viewers so that they can really get a visual in terms of what this is like. But before I show the video, let's just talk about the steps to getting this type of interaction on your TV. So you mentioned LG, and in case someone doesn't know, do you need to have an LG TV in your home in order to have access to this technology?
Well, any LG TV from 2021 forward, that's a smart TV, WebOS TV, will have us already integrated in it. And this integration is actually a big deal. It's not just an app there. You can actually get your pictures or messages or video chat requests or doctors coming in or med reminders, all that overlaying on whatever content you're watching, whatever channel, whatever input. So that is a huge deal. If you don't have an LG TV, then we have a device called the Independent AnyTV Companion. So in senior living communities, for instance, PACE programs, et cetera, in home care, you can add this to any TV in your home. So the moral of the story today and in general is If you're buying a TV, make sure it's LG. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. There's a lot of free, cool things in there for you anyway. But if you don't have a TV, then there's a way to get everything I'm talking about directly on your TV as though it was an LG TV.
Okay, we got a great question up here, and I've got to bring it on to the screen. So, is it HIPAA compliant?
Yeah, great question, Steve. Thank you. It is HIPAA compliant. That is a big deal. So at a big picture level, we're providing social engagement. We're also providing clinical engagement and education and care. So all sort of an all-in-one platform. That doesn't mean every person or every organization is going to use every feature the same way, but it's important to get that all-in-one platform. And for the clinical engagement, you do need to have HIPAA compliance for a doctor to be able to come in or a nurse to be able to come in and engage. So yes, the answer is yes. Also FDA class 1 as we integrate with health devices, so certain environments for particularly chronic condition management. So this is not about someone who's healthy in the home, but maybe an environment for post-discharge of a hospital, for instance, going into home health inside the home. We integrate with health devices. You can also enter information from existing devices that are not digital right on your TV, on your mobile app. Your daughter could take it on the mobile app. You can use the audio on a remote control, even Alexa, to get that information in.
You know, I do have the mobile app queued up, and so I want to show you that. But before I do that, I've been dying to share with the viewers that Independa is wanting to offer 2 LG TVs to anyone who signs up and is given a demo and also receives a free analysis of how Independa could better serve your community. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to go ahead and put Keon's calendar link here in the chat. And so if you want to click on that, sign up for a demo, and then you'll be eligible to win one of these TVs they're giving away to you. I want to make sure that you get that. So now that we just talked about the mobile app, I want to share that with you. And let me go ahead and cue that one right up. And
while you're doing that, Abby, let me just mention, I believe this giveaway goes till the end of August. So there's time. You can schedule any time between now and end of August. And then at the end of August, we'll pick 2 of the folks who attended the demos and analysis, and they'll get nice, great LG TVs.
Yeah, you got it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. I want to show you the mobile app. Here you go.
So here we have the Independa mobile app that's available on iOS and Android. If I'm a staff member, I can look at everyone under my care. Here I'm looking at everyone here. So we have role-based authentication and single sign-on, lots of great tools and services and capabilities for larger operators. If I click on Mercedes here, I see a number of functions I can easily access and deliver as part of my daily routine. And let's say I want to do a quick photo, or if I'm the daughter, by the way, I'm only seeing Mercedes. So the daughter gets the same interface, except they only see mom or dad, friends, family, neighbors, etc. Whereas the staff member can easily go back and just slide right and look at everyone under their care. But let's say I'm the daughter, I want to send a photo. I can do that right from here. I could send an existing photo, or I can choose a new one. If I want to send messages, the same thing. I can add a message right here. So this is how I would add a message for Mercedes. Press send, out it goes. If I want to do video call, I can do it right from there. If I want to add a contact, very simple, I add it right here, and I can add a first name, last name, email, or phone number, and they get added to the Independa platform free of any licensing charges, because we're all about engagement and making engagement as frictionless as possible.
I want to go ahead and pause it right there, because, you know, it is reminding me of a post I saw probably over a year ago, Steve Moran, if you're still watching, about having to communicate with your folks when they are in a care center or they're in rehab, and just getting those updates with how their treatment is going and how they're doing. And it's so hard sometimes, especially if you're not listed as the power of attorney. But when a piece of technology is traveling with you from one place to another, especially if it's a continuing care facility, it's so valuable to be able to have this type of communication that would go with you, you know? So I wanted to talk about that. Now I want to go back to the TV. Let's talk about the TV and about integrating this at senior communities. We talked a while ago about how some people are able to share the app with potential residents, for instance, just to get them engaged with what's happening at their community. Can you speak to that, please?
Sure. So, and when you're referring to the app, you mean the app on the TV?
Mhm.
Yeah. So pretty much everyone is familiar with their TV, and there's a whole bunch of services that are available that help staff do more with less, help create operational efficiencies, but also really open up the world much more effectively to the resident and for the resident. So
Tell us
some
about it.
examples, yeah, some examples are community calendar. So I could do a live search on the activities there. And then when somebody goes and does the activity, they can also register when you attend. So we could see who's said they're going to attend, who attends, et cetera. You can run reports on that. The menus, of course, a big thing every time in every community. In one of our communities, they were literally through COVID printing the menus and putting them behind every door because people weren't coming out of the room, but they wanted to know what's happening. They weren't even going down the hall. So imagine a large community, how much time it would take every day, and then putting it right on the TV. You could see everything right there.
I'm
Um,
still seeing that today. I'm
oh
still
yeah,
seeing that printout of menus and activities being clipped to the outside of doors today.
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So imagine you have it right on the TV. Another area is work orders. So it seems like a simple thing, but it actually creates a lot of havoc when something goes wrong. In cases where you're an IL, maybe even AL, you have to go down to the front desk maybe and let the folks know something's wrong and what it is. They have to then enter it if they're not busy. You may have to wait for them to get unbusy. Again, in one of our clients, the nursing staff was being told these things quite often, like the lights out or this is a. So they have to go do that for the resident, and suddenly they get interrupted. Of course, there's not enough minutes in the day for them to do what they have to do, let alone run around with maintenance requests in their heads or written down. So in our case, they can just open up the TV right there, do it with the resident, for the resident, or the resident could have done it on their own, and it goes to the right people. And also, a lot of times the maintenance staff is running around all day. So if it's sitting in a system somewhere that doesn't notify them, it's not very helpful, especially if it's a high priority. So in our case, you can actually define priorities, and people are let know that they're known, or they are they're made aware, sorry, of what's going on right on their mobile app, depending on the severity. So they might want to stop something, run in and take care of a leak. So all these add up to lots more efficiency and lots more sort of capabilities, both for the system as well as simplicity for the resident and the staff. I have to mention also surveys is another big area. Imagine being able to take surveys right on this big TV and being able to keep in tune with what's going on. Some of the things are long term, but others may be really important strategic short term things, like in a community asking 2 weeks, 4 weeks after move in if you've made a new friend. And if it's objective and it's coming from the survey and somebody says no, you can then jump on that and see what's going on instead of somebody getting disillusioned, disheartened, and leaving potentially.
Yeah, that's so important. Just staying on top of that. I can see how all that would factor into staff efficiency. And so the next thing I wanted to ask you about was, with all of these features that you've put in place, what are some things, and just truly be honest, what are some things that you were really, really, really excited about, and then they just fell, no, and they just never took off? Can you tell us about those? I mean, as an entrepreneur, it's always good to know that these things happen. I'm curious.
Sure, you bet. That's a great question. So a couple things come to mind. One of them is around Facebook. So if we all remember a few years back, the fastest growing demographic on Facebook was the older adults, and boy, everybody wanted to get Facebook in a simple way to the older adults. So we put a lot of energy in, put a lot of technology in to deliver that. So we delivered Facebook on the TV to older adults without the ads, without everything else. So we did lots of good work to do that. And at the end of the day, we were so proud, and we did a focus group and we ran the system, and literally to a T, to an individual, everyone was concerned about privacy. So it wasn't about that they were getting Facebook. They were like, oh my God, you're putting Facebook on this. I don't want Facebook. Everything I say like is seen by everyone else. So that was a wonderful learning experience. So we took that off immediately, and we, delivered our own messaging, and so it's secure, and it's not about, everyone else coming in and soliciting. As a side note, if you ever want to get disgusted and amazed, open up a Facebook account with a older age group or age person, and see how many people come in right away, offering things, asking for things, and essentially trying to take advantage of our parents. So that's horrible. Another one, Abby, is let's see, what's another good one? We had this thing that we actually even patented called simplified response on the TV. So you can actually make entire sentences using things like feelings and seeing and salutations, and you can pick one, and there were some choices. You can pick another one. You can actually create sentences, so you can respond that way. And as simple as it was still too complicated. And when we ran it through tests, we were really proud about it, but it wasn't good enough. And we're using emojis right now to respond, and we close the loop that way, and it's great. Back then, people didn't have emojis, and even if it was early, the ones we were serving didn't really know about emojis. So those are two good examples.
Yeah, definitely. Adoption and the timing of things is crucial, isn't it?
Exactly. But you never know. You have to test everything.
And then test and then retest. So if you're just joining us, I want to let you know that Independa is allowing you to be eligible to win a TV for anyone who signs up and receives a demo, as well as a free analysis of how Independa can help serve your community. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below. You have the opportunity to win a free TV. And
we're giving away
two free TVs. So I went ahead and put the link down below for Keon's calendar. You can sign up and meet with him. Now, another thing I wanted to do, and I've got this kind of queued up here, is I want to go ahead and show everyone how the app works on the TV. We showed how it works on a mobile device like your phone, but now I want to show you how it works on your TV. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you and cue this up.
All LG smart TVs with WebOS have Independa presented as the healthcare platform available. There's lots of free services from the get-go. You can get Saltbox TV, which is entertainment for older adults, old TV shows, lots of fun. You can get games inside a senior living community. There's lots of services and benefits available. So you have integrated community calendar, dining services, maintenance here. I skipped over surveys. You have surveys, maintenance, and a My Community area where you can deliver content such as videos or informational content. We're going to go to the community calendar. This person belongs to assisted living and independent living calendars, and they can actually look for things in different ways interactively right on their TV. Very simple. All these contribute to greater efficiency and effectiveness for the staff to do more with less, and also for the resident to enjoy higher quality of life. All LG smart TV.
There we go. So I heard that the link is not showing up on LinkedIn, and that just is probably a feature of LinkedIn, right? So I went ahead and included it down below here. So go ahead and click on that link to schedule a demo with Keon, and you are eligible to win one of 2 free TVs. So tell us, what else can we look forward to when it comes to Independa? And I do have a certain question I wanted to ask you about voice activated technology. Is it completely voice activated? Can you just speak in to the remote?
Yes, so we announced that actually with Dish. So Dish remotes have voice activation with Independa. We also have Alexa integration. So if you have an Alexa system, you could do navigation, you can enter your health information, you could search calendars, you can add and add something from the community calendar to your own calendar. So not just navigation, but lots of functions right through Alexa. We're also adding voice to the LG remote, which has a microphone. So that's coming, and that's really sort of sacred grounds for LG. We're excited about that.
What was that called? You mentioned a mode,
The what?
a mode, a certain mode.
The LG remote.
Remote. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Yeah. So that's coming as well.
Okay, and what else can we look forward to? What other integrations are you planning in on the mobile app as well as on the TV?
Sure. So the concept of the health hub that is on LG TV is really on the consumer side out. Can be used by senior living communities, by home care, by PACE organizations, really anyone in the spectrum of care. And that comes already with things like I said, 24/7 doctor, dentist, et cetera. And I mentioned a number of other services. I won't repeat them here, but we're constantly adding to those services things like hearing aid tests, the ability to get a hearing aid delivered, adding some e-commerce functions to that. Also, importantly, getting transportation. We're even looking at food delivery. So we want to round it out with all the things that we all know would be super helpful for someone to have curated access in one simple form and one simple way, from health to sort of engagement to services. And also when we talk about, for instance, WebMD, their content's available through us for the first time, medical grade content to the individual. And that's a big deal. You can't get that content doing an internet search. You can learn about any issue you have in 15 different categories, close to 800 videos. So there's lots of value there, and we want to just create an ecosystem of great value for folks who don't have to necessarily go and do Google searches and have to figure out, Uncle Joe's opinion on, how to recover from hip surgery versus a doctor or the Mayo Clinic, for instance, or
Uh,
web.
I, I noticed when you put a comment in the LinkedIn post yesterday about needing a Logitech camera. Can you speak to that? Because I wanted to know, is it just Logitech? Can you use any camera in order for, say, a doctor to be able to see what's happening with your skin in a dermatology consultation, for instance?
Sure. So this device, you see the USB port there. This supports a number of cameras that we QA'd and tested and have verified. So there's a number more from Amcrest, from Logitech, from LG, and some others. The LG TV really works with any camera, but just for compliance and testing purposes, they've certified 3 different Logitech cameras, and also very importantly, a camera from Dentulu for your teeth. So if you really want to get into the teeth and show things to a dentist, you can get a camera that looks like a toothbrush, but it's actually a camera with a light on it, and they can take pictures, and it's really cool. So that's for the LG TV specifically.
Okay. It sounds a little George Jetsonich to me, and I still am hesitant to answer calls on my watch. But little by little, I'm getting a little more technical, right? And I am the tech guru, but I don't know. Maybe next year we'll see, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's a challenge. It used to be people didn't want to have a camera inside the TV at all. But
Mhm.
now some TVs will have cameras embedded, so those will be supported. But most TVs don't, because as a consumer, we're looking at a TV not quite the same way. But with Zoom and with everyone on video chat, et cetera, it's becoming much more acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you're just joining us right now, I want to make sure that you know that you are eligible to win a TV. If you go ahead and click on the link here, I'm going to go ahead and show this. It's also in the comments, but you can sign up and receive a demo. Sign up and on Keon's calendar, receive a demo and a free analysis of how Independa can help transform your community. And Independent is giving away 2 TVs. So all you need to do is sign up and schedule with Keon. Keon, is there anything else you want to add to the backside of that offer right now?
Well, just an important point, I guess, is LG wins Best TV awards every year with their OLED technology. So just for the record, these are OLED, fantastic LG TVs, not the lower end. Every brand has lower end, high end. So we want to give you the best.
Okay, so I want to say that I logged on and created an account, and I will tell you, I found it to be kind of complicated. And so I'm always looking at signing on to an account, logging on to an account, using technology with the filter of a 90-year-old person, always. Okay.
Yeah.
And if it's too many steps, I often put the kibosh on it. So anytime I cannot explain something quickly and easily and simply, I usually find an alternative. So, how much more refining do you anticipate Independent experiencing within the next year or two?
That's a great point. So when you did that, in fact, that was the first release that we had. And the first release, we needed to have the mobile app because our free services were a big part of that. So you could send a picture for free, you could send photos for free, you got a discount pharmacy card from Capital RX for free, you got Saltbox TV for free, you could do video chat for free. All these things required the mobile app other than the Cap RX. Subsequently, we added other services with doctors and dentists and mental health and all the different video deliveries that I mentioned. None of those need the Independent mobile app. So that's the key. Is now what we've done, literally, Abby, you don't know this, since last week, we've
Mhm.
actually removed the requirement to actually have the Independent mobile app, which is a huge deal. So you can play games on your TV. You can pretty much do everything but send a picture, send a photo, or do a video chat, because you need to have 2 parties to do that. But you can actually do a video chat with a doctor right on the TV. You can get a dentist on the TV. So if you were to redo what you did, the steps would be, I'm not going to, I don't say this lightly, incredibly easier, because basically you turn on the TV, you don't even need a reg code. You just need to basically let us know who you are, as long as you have Wi-Fi, and you're done.
Okay, let me ask you that now. The next thing I want to ask you about is when you do turn on your LG TV, what is the best way to ask for the app?
So we are actually the top app on the LG system. So if you look at it says top apps, or yeah, top
Popular apps.
most popular app is the official title, and we're number one there. So it should be easy to find. If you're not there, we're the number one app on the lifestyle category. So you go in lifestyle, and we're right there. And even if you're somewhere else, there's banner ads running by LG for Independent. So chances are you'll see one of the banner ads come up, and if you click on that, that goes right to the registration. So hopefully it's going to be very easy to get to us. And then to your point, Abby, we felt the same way. We're all about 2 things: simplicity, which is really hard to do, and engagement. So it was hard to do the simplicity if you have to send someone to download a mobile app, even though, the idea is somebody else is kind of connecting with you. But many of the services now don't need our mobile app in the Health Hub.
Good, 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 good. The easier people can get to you, the better, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we're actually already seeing the results. So we were losing people who would sign up for the TV, but we would lose them in the mobile registration process. But now that's, getting the hockey stick.
Yeah. So besides signing up and meeting with you directly, how else can people find out about what you're up to?
So join us, follow us on LinkedIn, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you can follow me or get friends with me on Facebook. So you might want to change, connect that way. But in general, our website as well. So we do some press releases and through events and everything else. So we're happy to be engaged with anyone.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to be keeping my eye on the Independent Health Hub on the LGTV and how we can have more seniors engaging using a TV that they absolutely love. They feel so comfortable with it, right? And how they can continue to receive services integrated directly into their TV. Well, thank you all for joining us. I'm going to bid you all a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next week.